Welcome back to the next CDT gear video. This one's going to be all about my food and water procurement needs for the Thru Hike. Go ahead and start out with the water procurement. For all the trails that I've done, I've been using the Continental Be-Free water filtration system. I love these things. These are awesome. One of the best ways to get water on trail in my opinion. I'm going to go with a 1 liter bag. The only downside with this that I can think of is that the filters themselves get clogged up over time, so they'll last only about 6 weeks max. They're easy to clean, and they'll get all the larger debris and stuff away from the filter when you just kind of rinse it out and shake it out. But over time, it just gets like some kind of bacterial fungal growth or something that'll start growing on the filter threads themselves, and that you really can't get rid of unless you rinse it out in a bleach solution or something every once in a while. But I usually don't worry with that, and then just buy a new filter every 6 weeks or so and then just kind of go with that. So I think that's going to be my main game plan for getting water on trail, starting off with a brand new bag and then every 6 weeks or so just getting replaced. As far as total water capacity, I'm also going to be hiking with 2 of the either Life Water, Smart Water bottle size. The water bottles themselves don't really matter, it's the shape of the bottle that matters. So my max water carry capacity is going to be about 3 liters, and just based on prior desert hiking experience, I think that's going to be all I need. I really don't consume that much water when it's hot and dry in the desert section, so I think a 3-liter max carry is going to work well enough for what I need. And the only other water-related thing that I'm going to be starting out with in the desert section, because I've heard southern New Mexico can be kind of iffy on their water sources. So this go around, I'm going to try to use the Aqua Mira system. So primarily, to get my water, I'm going to be collecting from this bag, and that'll filter out everything except for viruses. So it'll get Giardia and everything else out just with the normal Catadine system. But if I'm collecting from a nasty cow pond water source, then I'm going to also want to use the Aqua Mira drops as the final solution. I think you add a few drops of one, a few drops of another, and then add that to your water. Let that sit for like 15 minutes, and that should kill everything else. The only thing that it will not clear out after all this filtration is going to be a taste. So there could still be some funky, nasty taste going on. So as a final mix, I'm going to get like the little Propel flavor packets or something, and then just kind of dump that as the final into my fully purified water. And I'm going to at least start the trail with that. Once I get into like central or northern and New Mexico, wherever the water sources definitely start looking a little cleaner, then I'll probably ditch the Aqua Mira stuff, and we'll just go with normal water procurement from then on. For food storage out on trail, once again, I'm taking the Z-Packs food bag. This thing's done 2 full Thru Hikes. It's got no wear and tear. This thing is going strong. Highly recommended. It's doing really great. It has survived a bear encounter out on the Appalachian Trail. If you've seen those videos, bears tried to pull this down off of a hang, and they were luckily unsuccessful at getting to it because of another hiker I was with who helped save the day, and took the whole PCT with it. Along with that, if there are decent trees I can find to actually hang it on, which was a challenge out on the PCT, but the AT has plenty of trees that you can hang food off of. But I've also got the little rucksack kit that it comes with, so I'll use that to hang it as I need. The one food item I don't have yet, which is on order still to arrive, is going to be the Ursack. I'm going to take an Ursack this year once I get into grizzly bear country, and I'll have that shipped to myself once I get way up north. Somewhere's in like northern Wyoming. From there up to the Canadian border is where you're going to need grizzly bear protection of some type. So a bear can is not mandatory, but I'm definitely going to take an Ursack. That'll be significantly lighter than packing the bear can, and it should be able to fit in my backpack much easier. So I'm going to go with the Ursack once we get that far north. Some of the items that I'll be keeping inside of the food bag is going to be storage bags. This will be my main trash bag that I've been using on my hikes, so it works perfectly just fine. A 1-gallon size freezer Ziploc bag, so I got a couple of these. Every town I get to, I just dump the contents out and then kind of reuse it until this thing gets a little too nasty, and then I'll use the next one. I've also got the smaller, I think these are like quart size freezer bags. Freezer bags is the key because they're much more durable. And you can actually throw boiling water into these, and this is what I use to cook up my like the freeze-dried potato meals and stuff like that. I'll just use these smaller freezer bags. So I always have a bunch of these on hand in the bags. I've got a little warming pouch. I handmade this out of like the car windscreen sun protector reflective things that you can get. I just kind of cut it to shape, fold it in half, put duct tape on the sides of it, and make a little pouch out of it. And this works just fine for throwing your hot meals in and just using this as a little pouch. And I also keep a small hand sanitizer bottle inside my food bag as needed there. And the last thing is going to be this little pack towel case that I've got, and inside here I keep a little toothbrush and toothpaste. And this is what they look like. Just a little lightweight collapsible toothbrush is all you need, and I use the little mini toothpastes. The last couple items I'll cover is all about heating up and cooking my food. So I always have a mini fuel can on hand, and I found that these mini cans will last me about a full month or so, which is more than average. I'm not cooking a hot meal every single day, so these will last a month plenty, and then usually when I get to the next town I should be able to get a replacement one. I'm still using the same cook pot that I've been using on the last couple trails. This is the 600 ml pot, Toaks Titanium. The little carry bag that I had, the little drawstring for it finally wore out and broke on the last little weekend trip I was at. So I think I'm going to have to get like a large rubber band or two and then just use a rubber band to secure it. I think that'll be just fine. And on the inside of here is where I keep a handkerchief just to get the moisture out of there, because I only use this to heat up hot water. I don't ever cook any food in this itself, just to keep everything extra clean. Only use it to boil water. So I've got a handkerchief, a lighter, and the stove itself, so I'll show that here real quick. There's the handkerchief I use. A big lighter is all you need. And the stove. Same one I've taken for 2 full through hikes, still going strong. This is the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. It's in great condition, and I'll keep on using this for as long as this thing lasts. So I think that covers it, all my food and water type needs. So thanks for checking out this video, and as usual, stand by for more. The next gear videos are coming out soon.